Hello viewers, it's your boy Mugabe GH live from Exhubgh studio, ready to bring you trending news. As I always they talk, how the matter they be so no go carry can give you a Charlie. Resetting agenda no, it be top with it right now. Now Malik Basintale, the only soldier in NDC, who is now the CEO of National Youth Employment, has issued out a statement. That statement I said what? But you guys all know the company called Zoomlion. Zoomlion, they help us clean our city. You understand? Now, Malik Basintale is saying that he is no more going to renew their contract. And the question is, why? Why you don't want to renew their contract? Now, he makes some statement saying that YA or National Youth what is giving them what? 850 Ghana cedis per worker. But come to find out that workers are earning 258 Ghana cedis. That one I know the bab. How can workers go to chop 258 Ghana cedis? Meanwhile, Ghana they pay it to Zoomlion account inside 850 per worker. So because of that, two things. Either they will increase the worker's salary, or he's not going to sign the contract. And he says that over his dead body. I've heard him swearing with his father's what. Allah, he said, wait. Now said the Allah, you know, go sign that contract. But what is baffling my brain right now is, I want to find out, did Zoomlion recruit workers by himself, or the National Youth Employment do what? Do the employment for Zoomlion? Because if Zoomlion does not recruit the workers by himself, then he has no right to pay workers. But if the government is recruiting for Zoomlion, then the government has to be paying the workers directly. It shouldn't even go to Zoomlion account. Because how can I recruit a worker for you? Then at the end of the day, I'm asking you to pay the worker. Meanwhile, I'm giving you the money to pay the worker as well. It doesn't make sense. So sometimes we need to look at some of these issues. But before we dip into the matter, let's just watch the video of Basintale making his statement.
Zoomlion as we stand now. So long as we are concerned, I admit that there's no existing contract. And that contract was not renewed or was not signed in the last 2 months till election, which meant that for the month of October, November, there was no existing contract between the YA and Zoomlion Ghana Limited. I have come as the new acting Chief Executive Officer of the Youth Employment Agency. These issues have been brought up, and I have stated emphatically that I am a man who has consistently been up for integrity. I'm a man who has consistently been up for fairness. And I'm a man who has consistently been up for justice. And I will not, on any day, decide to take decisions without binding them to fairness. I'm at a 3 point. And the 3 point I am at is 1. Whether, as I would want to rightly put it, even before we get to the 3 points, let me state emphatically that I, as Malik Basintale, has not renewed any contract, and I have not also appended my signature to any contract with Zoomlion Ghana Limited. Of taking a decision, 1, as to whether to review and amend the previous contract between Zoomlion Ghana Limited, who manages our sanitation model, or 2, to entirely terminate the contract pending the board approval.
Now, yes, it could be a change of government, change of CEO, but sometimes let's critically look at this matters very well. Because say aban and a recruiting Zoomlion and there was a aban and chair workers car. Does it mean that the past administration have never taken notice of this salary that the workers are earning? Because if I could remember, when Zoomlion started, they started salary from 50 Ghana cedis, then they go to 150 Ghana cedis, then I think they go to 250 or so, something like that. And then that is where they are now. And I'm understanding that Zoomlion have to divide the 850 into 3. And into 3, one part will go to the worker, then the other part will go into administrative work. One part has to go to the administration work, and then one part has to come to this. The one part has to take off the maintenance of the gadgets that they are using. I don't understand this. Ghana, this is the time we need to wake up. This is a resetting agenda. But I'm thinking that Malik Basintale should not say he's not going to renew the contract. If he doesn't renew the contract, what is he going to do? Who is going to be cleaning Ghana for us? That's another question. I'm thinking that he should have added more people so that there will be a competition. If you don't pay your workers well, they'll go to the next company to work. That is it. Because if you claim you are fighting for the workers' salary, it is the government that is paying Zoomlion. So I'm expecting the government to now be paying the workers direct, so that their salary don't go through Zoomlion anymore. And I think by saying this, things don't go well with, the managing director of Zoomlion, Joseph Sapon, Joseph something. Whatever the name is, me, I don't care. But he also came out and stated that, you see, for the past years that these things have been going on, it is the government that brought up with the kind of payment that they are paying the workers. And free or no change. That one too is another thing we have to dig into it. If a government should say pay workers this amount, and then now you are a same government is saying that we are not going to renew the contract based on the amount, then what sense does that make? It don't make sense one bit. So the man also came to speak. He is saying that Abanu and this I share any buy. You about to a Juma Rabiana any work abia 850. That one there from that bank. But no, Aban San State when the contract you say 850 or the 250 Ghana cedis or 258 cedis better to work a scar. Then the rest will go to the company's coffers. Can I send home? I think this is the time that our bosses should start treating workers very well. Because when you look at the kind of work that these old ladies does on the street, and easy. Omu you got temu, no mu prakwa. What I say? And the man continued by saying, looking at the hours that the people even work, it's not up to the 8 hours. And say, Uber labor law. Labor law has an amount that is supposed to be paid. Within that 8 hours, you were scheduled or now, within that 8 hours, Nipa no 1 year, you do 4 hours in a day. Because they have been given the chances that you can work 3 hours, and at the end of the day, you go back to wherever you work, you will go to go and continue any other work that will give you money. He's saying that they don't even work more than 3 hours. Highest 3 hours. Sabu to craft 4 hours. Or say for days na kanu, and hours na kanu. For and also, they train more of these workers to become better people in the society. Some of them, they train them to become administrative workers and other staff. Some become accountants. Some they make them travel to learn more about, how to maintain machines and other stuff. So for him, he thinks he's doing the right thing. So he sees no reason why the CEO will say that he's not going to renew his contract. And I think he's right. Some people say, Aban this as why should not Aban will not be attacking him? They should attack him. But they can bring new mode of contract. Also, we change some of the clauses. Okay, say anu yawo nipa 450,000 workers or 4,500 workers under Zoomlion. So therefore, what we are going to do is that those 450,000 workers or 4,500 workers that we are having, if each person is taking 850 and the company is taking 600, then let us now pay the workers 600 so that the company will now take 250. Because if we multiply 850 by nipa do amuye juma or Zoomlion, yes kakitwa. But so many is also who hear the sikemu. What I said, because me sure say I buy the supply in cars. Me sure say I buy the supply in prior. Me sure say I buy the supply in dustbins. But there can be change of contract. Say, okay, we will work together, but now we want us to tow this direction. And I believe for good governance, this is better than to say that I'm not going to renew the contract at all. No, and also you are sent for. And for me, I'm just pleading with Malik Basintale, being the CEO of National Youth Employment, that he should revisit his decisions concerning this. Because if he's not going to renew the contract, who is going to take charge of the debris? This is the thing we should see. So it should come out that, okay, I want the workers to pay 600 cedis. That is you. Now, if you like, don't pay the money to Zoomlion. Before the money goes into Zoomlion account, make sure you pay the workers, send his differences to him for him to maintain that one to pay other administrative workers. But don't go and pay all the money and you are asking to come and pay like this to the workers. In fact, I know viewers me boy. In fact, he is running his company. And he is running his company. He will decide how much to pay workers. You have given him contract. And before you gave him the contract, he has come with the amount of money that he will pay the workers, and it has been accepted by you people before giving the contract. So now, if you guys think, say, no, things are changing, things are getting more expensive in Ghana, so therefore, you can revisit the contract and say, okay, now the 250 that we asked to pay workers, no, we shouldn't pay the workers 250 again. Let us pay the workers 600 so that you will keep the 250 in your coffers. But say who can change say oh money contract and whenever Ghana. The man to oya do because me who say scanner the man for Chrome say gift or koto do nyama bebre na o work scrap brenu and also can. What I say because some of the things that the man is saying to it makes sense. Or see or the most of the workers are to National Health Insurance. Who is paying for that? The company is paying. And the also has said, upon paying them, he is not even calling the money salary. Or see a allowance. And yet, busum kretia a allowance. Because he can't describe that thing as salary. Because at the end of the month, you work less than 30 days. Even less than 20 days. What I say? So if another money work less than 20 days, because who said, scarcely or no benya or the achauka, and I know how to help su. So we can plead with Zoomlion to increase the worker's salary. Fine. But to say we are not going to give him contract anymore, Malik, please understand that yes, you want to reset the Ghana and that part of it too. But with these decisions, I'm pleading you have to revisit. Because even as it stands now, we are having Zoomlion. But look at the country's standard of what? Sanitation. It's nothing to write about. Basanyama like that. And to yes, Remo. A woman say, yeah, resetting. But yet, 3 years, you can't name a bisu kakra. Then share the way about Regi Ghana, na Ghana FA. Viewers, this is your trending news from Exhubgh. And this is what the Chief Executive Officer of the Youth Employment is saying. Let us get to the comment section. Share our thoughts there. It's Exhubgh. Like, share the work. Hit the notification button for more updates. Thank you for staying with us.